Crossover to his right. Gets contact and knocks down the T2. Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks in the middle of their final West Coast trip of the regular season, storm into San Francisco to face Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, who are fighting to escape the play-in tournament. Curry left wing three. Got him all! The Knicks at the Warriors. Coverage begins Monday at 9:30 Eastern, with tip-off at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN. Presented by Indeed. KRNT Des Moines.
Morning, Scotty. Check, 1, 2, 3, check.
Des Moines sports leader. And that one's gone! Des Moines Radio Group Station. The following show, 1021 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines, is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC. Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Turn them headphones up right here. Right. Ready? There you are. All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday morning all across the good old US of A. March 16th already. Scotty Mueller, good morning down in Oklahoma. Already got people watching on the Imperial RV live stream. Glad to see everybody doing that. I know Zach and Denise got a big RV show coming up here pretty quick. I think it might be this weekend. Go check them out, our Imperial RV Center. We got a lot to talk about here in the next couple minutes. I got to tell you about the new secret blah, 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 listener winner. Good morning, Tony, of the week. And we're going to talk about turkeys. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. Show's brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. You get $60 a month. We'll get you a free month when you pay for a year. You get a 12 by 50 assigned spot, secure gauge 24/7, security cameras, discounts for multiple spots. Make out an appointment to fill out an application, pick your spot, locally owned and operated. They'll take great care of you. Call Tracy, Dick, or Danielle at 515-822-1362. There you go.
I got him.
You got him?
Yeah, I'll give him a call.
Okay. I'm seeing what he's doing. Morning, Richard. Richard. Good morning, Outdoors. Have a wonderful show. Steven, thank you. I appreciate that. That was very nice of you to say that. So we got a fun. We're going to be talking with Phillip Vanderpool. I had Bob Leeper from Bait Caddy lined up, but he's chasing bears in Alabama or somewhere. I don't know where he's at. So he called or texted me last night and said he couldn't do it. So I'll tell you more about that later. And I can't find my phone. I don't know where my phone went. So I'm gonna have to go out during the break and go check see where my phone is. So, but anyway, we'll have somebody coming on here in a second. So I went out and checked some. I went out, took Raven out yesterday. Went shed hunting a little bit, and got a chance to go see what was going on down at the farm, and got to do a little turkey scouting, and it got me thinking. So, Andrew, hit it for me. Turn that up. It gets me in a feeling. It gets me motivated. Why is that not very loud?
It's pretty loud here.
Yeah, is that going out loud on the thing?
Yeah.
I can barely hear it. Brothers and sisters, springtime is here. And that means one thing for me. The turkeys and the walleye are near. Can you pick up that strecker, that turkey little calling machine? That Rupert's roosting call, turkey call. It will get you out there and let you sing. I can feel the spirit of the Almighty running through my soul. He's a man, a legend, a myth. Well, not really, not to us all. Because he is God, and he made that wild turkey sing. He made that turkey thunder. And boy, can I hear it give me a wing. All I can tell you is that I'm ready to go. I can't wait to kick that striker and hit that call. Hear that turkey fly down, hear that cackle sing, because it's the wild turkey season. And boy, am I green. Speaking of that, let's go talk to Mr. Phillip Vanderpool. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you. What are you doing there, Phillip?
Oh, I'm just sitting here wishing I was out in the turkey woods. How about you?
The same. I was out shed hunting and just checking out stuff and down. Why am I getting? Why am I? I'm hearing feedback now. Turn the headphones down just a hair. Can you hear me? Okay, Philip?
Well, actually, I can hear you, but it seems like it's real low volume.
Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that this year. Here, let me do this.
Real low volume.
Is that better?
Not much, no. But I think I can hear you. I got the phone right.
You got your phone. You know you got your hearing aid in.
No, I need it probably. I've got them in there. Actually, not hearing aids, but where I can hear them turkeys gobble a little better. I'm going to try some this year.
Yeah. Good morning, Daryl Aarons. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I can actually hear my headphones a little bit, so that's kind of weird there too. Everybody on Facebook, can you hear me okay? Can you hear? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me if you're watching on the live stream. Morning, Richard. Daryl Adams down here in Oklahoma, my Bigfoot buddy.
There you go.
Yeah, he's down there squatching. Good morning, Phillip Vanderpool. Scotty Mueller said.
Oh, tell him I said good morning, Mr. Scott.
Well, you just did. So, hey, I got all my DSD stuff down, and I got to tell you, I don't know. I got everything. Well, I don't want to say polished, but I got everything cleaned up and. Okay, I got a thumbs up so everybody can hear. Okay, I got everything with the old armor all. Got my decoys all shined up and stuff, and you know it's a good feeling when your decoys are looking good, Philip.
Oh yeah, and I guarantee you, them old gobblers going to look at it that way too.
You know, it's amazing to me how many people don't do that.
Yeah. Well, if you want that shiny gloss look, you know, like the sun hitting you, yeah. It'll shine them up. It'll work.
Well, I mean, how many? If you're out there in the turkey woods and you know that sun starts hitting on them feathers, you know, they shine, and that's what the turkeys are very. You know, everybody worries about what they hear, but turkeys are a very visual animal. I mean, they can see a gnat at 1,000 yards. So you want them to see what they're normally used to seeing.
Well, and that's the truth there, and just a little bit of movement. A lot of times will cause that shine to gloss for them too, and you know they'll catch that every time. You know, movement's the one thing turkeys, buddy, they can see now. They catch movement.
Yeah, and especially like with Donovan's. You know, you and Larry and everybody like to sit on the ground a lot. I like sitting in a ground blind myself because I kind of stick out. I look like a big camouflage blob out there because I'm so big. But man, movement is everything to me when you're turkey hunting, especially bow hunting. You know what I mean, Philip? I mean, you got to watch when to draw. You got to make sure they don't see you pick up your bow. I mean, there's instead of that shotgun sitting on your knee with a knee pad there, or a shotgun pad. I mean, there's a little more things you got to worry about when you're trying to bow hunt them.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And you know, there's a lot of people, you know, use blinds to hunt out of. Sometimes you can just make a makeshift blind, just anything to kind of break your outline up. You know.
Yeah.
That's the whole key. You got to be able to get that bow drawn.
Well, I'm telling you, that's half the battle right there. Hey, I'm excited. DSD came out with that preening hen last year, and I used it on. I think I got it. I used it on my last hunt, and I got a chance to take one bird. But I was kind of watching. I put a whole bunch of turkey hunts together on my Facebook pages just to get everybody fired up. And I was watching one of my Kansas hunt, and I'll be darned if I didn't get footage of a hen turkey preening herself while the tom's sitting there strutting before I shot him. And if that decoy doesn't look just like that, I'll give you $1. It's amazing how that preening hen's a neat deal.
Yeah, it sure is. And of course, you know, Tim helps guide out there with Donovan. Tim got here. He wanted my preening hen so bad last year. I know I gave it to him.
Well,
I kind of regret it, but yet he's our buddy, you know, and he's going to get a lot of use out of it. You know what? I know it.
Well, you didn't give me you never give me your decoy when I ask you for it.
Oh gosh, almighty!
I see how it is. You know,
Uh,
Philip wormed his way into Donovan's like 10 years ago, 12, 13 years ago. I don't. We were at Triple H Outfitters, and we were at Wade's outfitting place. I can't even remember what he calls it now. But yeah, Thunder Ridge, and then I had Donovan with me before he started outfitting, or he might have just started. And old Philip, yeah, oh hey Donovan, nice to meet you. How you doing? Hey man, I got to tell you, Dan's been saying you've been seeing some big turkeys and deer out there. Man, it'd be good to come out there. Well, Philip, come on out, Donovan. Man, and I haven't got him out of there yet.
hey, listen, old buddy, I helped you out on that deal, though. Remember, Donovan was just trying to learn how to run a camera.
Oh yeah, you did. You spent an hour. You did. You spent a lot of time teaching him how to run a camera. You did do that. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So, old Donovan be back any day, I guess. I'm not sure when he's due back, but I guess he's still down in Argentina.
I think he'll be back next week.
Okay.
Yeah, he just left a couple days ago, didn't he?
Well, he's been down there longer than that. It's been a week or so.
I can't keep track. I can't keep track of him. He's going to start doing waterfowl hunts too. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've already been out there and done one with him.
Oh, did you really?
Well, yeah, I mean, Gary Mason, yeah, with the Legends Outdoors, yes.
Huh.
We went out and done a show and had our old buddy Dan Hanna, old Hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah.
Yeah, he went with us, and of course Donovan and Kent, Horser. And yeah, man, we got a great show out there. Oh yeah, we in.
Yep. Morning, Fishing Dave. Nice crappie the other day. Good morning, Rick Seeker. Good morning, Chris DeMont. Good morning, Bob Wright. Yeah, it's going good, Bob. Good. Thank you for everybody watching the live stream so far this morning. I appreciate you. So, Philip, it's kind of cooled off a little bit. I was getting a little worried. You're down in Arkansas, but the temps.
It's 35 degrees here this morning.
It's what?
35.
35. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of glad it cooled off a little bit because I'm just telling you, man, them hens, if it was going to stay hot like that, them hens were going to start getting receptive, man.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And what is today? The 15th? 16th. I would think here in the next week or so, they're going to start letting them toms do their thing here pretty quick.
Yeah, I'd say it's already taking place in a lot of areas.
Yeah, anytime those eggs, I don't know how they know, but they just know when them eggs are going to be okay, and that's when, we already started getting a little longer days. That it's all photo period related, but early season? I like using a strutter. Now I'm not a Hall of Famer like you are. I'm just an average peanut butter and jelly turkey hunter. But early on, I like using that Jake strutter with a full fan. And I was talking to Scott at DSD the other day, Dave Smith Decoys, about this too. After about the second week, or if we're out and they're just henned up really bad, and they'll see the deeks, but they're just not wanting to commit. If I get into that situation, that's when I'll start using that breeding pair, that Jake and that lay down hen with the string. Because then, going back to what you said about movement or motion, that Jake strutter with that full turkey fan, you get a little side-to-side movement with the wind catching that and catching the butt feathers and everything. So you do get some movement there. But that breeding pair, man, that's made a big difference when they've been hard to get to commit.
Oh, yeah, just that little bit of movement that you can create with that. Plus, seeing them in the breeding position and stuff, I guarantee you now, it will turn some heads.
Yeah, you just pop that string. You got the string running underneath your blind, or if you're sitting on the ground, and it just makes that Jake decoy look like it's breeding the hen. It just rocks it back and forth. And man, them strutters can't take it if they see that. I had one in Iowa too last season. Is how I had two come in. They weren't going to come in, and I just popped it 2 or 3 times real quick. And, man, they just ran in. They couldn't take it. Morning, Hank. Good to see you down at Ravelton. So it's amazing what gets them, what stimulates them or what finally flips the trigger,
Oh, sure. I guarantee you. I just can't wait, man, to leave out tomorrow for Mississippi. So it's going down with the Woodhaven crew. My buddy's down there and doing some videoing, and kind of anxious to see what happens. They've had so much rain, though. They've got bukus of rain, so I don't know how good it's going to be in the SIP.
Well, you'll be all right. I talked to Ben at Backwoods Premium Wildlife Products. We filmed the Healthy Herd, Thursday, and he said that turkeys were really fired up down there.
Oh, really? Good deal.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right. So you're good. Yeah, tell Mark Scroggins and everybody hi for me, will you?
I will, but I'll be with Mike and a lot of people remember old Chuck Jones that used to be ran with Night and Hail there with Walter Parrott and stuff a lot there. He's going to be with me, and Mike Pentecost, and it's going to be a good time. Isaac, Mike's son, he'll be hunting, so it'll be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it.
7:15 and some change. We're visiting with Hall of Fame hunting turkey hunter, deer hunter, biscuit eater, biscuit stealer, especially at Triple H. Who ate the last biscuit or breakfast burrito? Phillip did. Thanks, Phillip. I got. I need some. I need to lose some weight anyway. Hey, we'll be. Hang on, Phillip. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. Let me go get my phone.
Is it time to get your carpet looking like it did when you first...
Be right back, everybody. Talk to Andrew.
Water issues that need to be taken care of in your home or business? Well, if you call Jesse at Richard Remediation and Cleaning in Ankeny, Iowa,
Man, I'm losing.
Jesse has been helping folks get their carpets...
I got it. It's right here.
That was quick.
Yeah, boy, that was a fast trip to the parking lot.
You're getting faster and faster every year.
Just call me Flash. Just say Flash. It was behind my computer. Hank, what's going on, buddy? Morning, Andrew. Rick said hi. Rick said morning.
When they make a mistake, pick up the phone and call 319-400-6921. That's 319-400-6921. Or look them up on Facebook at Richard Remediation and Cleaning. One call cleans it all. Look them up on Facebook at Richard Remediation and Cleaning or call 319-400-6921.
Someone's got to eat the last biscuit. May as well be Phillip. Trust me, he gets a lot of the last biscuits, but I don't always need. Boy, I tell you what, Connie's homemade biscuit sandwiches and burritos, off the hook, man. Hey, Kenny Cole, Tony Sowers, Scotty Mueller, Ryan Mouser, Colin Johnson, Tony Casey, Josh Ellis, Mike Jameer, Richard Cron, Patrick Tucker, 1947 Drew, William Downs, Chris Hall, Scuba Steve, Chuck Kutzman, Jeff Falloon, and I think that's it. I might be missing one or two. Thanks for all the secret listener entries this week. I appreciate that. I will announce the winner here pretty quick.
Let's talk about a story. An Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day.
Boy, Revelton's got that new rye whiskey, too. Have you tried that? Whiskey sours, boy. Or an old-fashioned.
Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
Yeah, I'm Mike. And I'm Scotty. And we're inviting you to participate in the Midwest Walleye Challenge. Enter now for your chance to win some amazing prizes, including gear, gift cards, an all-inclusive fishing trip, plus some cold, hard cash. Register now at anglersatlas.com. And all you have to do is find the event in your state or province. So once you're all signed up. Fish any lake.
Submit your catches to the My Catch app.
What's everybody doing today? Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. When's that, tomorrow?
Midwest Walleye Challenge is free to enter.
And to be eligible for the cash prizes, it's only a small $25 gift.
Good morning, Gary Peck in Minnesota.
You're just like me and you love fishing for walleye.
Yeah, don't let me forget about that, Gary.
Sign up today.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is
Last
burying
one.
its head into your flesh.
Last one, guys.
You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may
March 30th, Richard. It starts March 30th, right? The Midwest Walleye Challenge. Richard's all excited because he won a bunch of stuff last year on that. I'm going to fish that this year. Have you guys got that app yet, that My Catch app? I'll tell you more about that here in a minute. That's a neat thing. It's in like 14 states this year, the Midwest Walleye Challenge. You can win stuff for not even going fishing and not catching anything. If you report it, you can still win stuff. It's crazy. Sorry, hey Tony, that's all right. Good morning, Brian. Thanks for working, Tony. We need everybody out there working. I work every day. I need a month off. I do. I'm tired.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. We're going to head back to the phones and go talk to the old biscuit eater, Phillip Vanderpool. And we're talking a little turkey. Hey, Phillip, all right, you get out to your ground blind. And you hear me?
Yeah, but you're very low volume, buddy. I'm having a tough time.
I got it cranked up as loud as I can do it. You got your phone turned up?
I've got my phone wide open, buddy.
Huh, that's crazy. So if you're out there and you start hearing those first couple tree calls, and I mean, I always try once I start hearing those hens wake up. Now, that's when I feel. I'll let them know that I'm there. I'll do some wake up calls or some tree calls, and then I'll start trying to be a little sexy, trying to cut a little bit. Do you start calling before you hear them, or once you hear that gobbler or hen, then when do you start talking to them?
Well, if I can, I'd like to be the very first turkey that gobbler hears, and I want to let him know that where I'm at right off the bat. That's just the way I've always been about it. A lot of guys want to wait until they hit the ground. 9 times out of 10, when they hit the ground, they've done got their mind made up where they're going. So I like to give them a reason or an idea where I'm at, where I'm located. And like you said, I try to mimic the hens, but I try to be just a little bit sexier, maybe a little more talkative.
So when you say sexier, what do you mean?
Well, you're not being monotone with your calls. Change it up a little bit, change your rhythm, and just keep the soft stuff going because you're trying to mimic them in the tree. Obviously, you don't get real loud until they're starting to get louder, and then you can do a cut or a fly down cackle or something, depending on the situation. But I want that gobbler to know where I'm at, and also the hens, because a lot of times you may bring them to you as well. That old boss hen, she don't like competition a lot of times. So I just want to be the very first, and like I say, I try to put a little extra personality, a little sexiness in the call, if you will, and just try to mimic what the hens have been doing, but do a little bit more of it and sound a little bit sexier. Yeah.
So first off, just keep it real soft. And then when you start hearing them cut a little bit, getting ready to fly down cackle, then you can start cutting a little bit.
Yeah. Once you kind of see what they're doing there, and early season is usually when the hens are the most vocal anyway. Things are waking up. They're still kind of in their bunched up there, if you will, and they're usually a lot more vocal. So you can be more vocal with them that time of year anyway. And, so... Yeah, you're dealing with the real thing now. You're going to have to be the sexiest hen out there. That's. I mean, if you're going to get him headed your way, and hopefully you're set up to where the turkeys want to come anyway. and be there and set up, and you've got those DSD decoys. that's more than half the battle right there in itself. I mean, decoys work so well to get them to come on in, and there's nothing wrong with being old school. A lot of guys, if the one thing I found out is hunting turkeys, over the years and stuff. That's all I ever did was hunted public land, and I'm hunting these old tough Ozark birds down here in the mountains here where I cut my teeth on it, and I always hunted public land. And a lot of times, I was afraid to take decoys and stuff out, and you don't get near the video quality if you're trying to video, obviously, but, old school, it's still fun to do if you get the opportunity. I love a good woods hunt, It's gotten so where we don't do the woods hunts as much as we do because of the decoy setup, the visibility, and getting the turkeys to come to the fields and field edges and the openings. But man, I tell you what, a good woods hunt, there ain't nothing like hearing them turkeys gobbling the timber. I love, it's my favorite hunt, and you get on an old log road or kind of where it's opened up a little bit and get them decoys set up on top of one of them ridges and just work him right down that ridge. Usually they'll be right at the end of a point or something where they roosted, because they pitch up in the trees so much easier. But that's one of my favorite ways to hunt, man. If is a woods hunt.
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't. Yeah, I think the best advice I can give somebody is don't be afraid about making a mistake because some of the worst calls we've ever heard are actually real turkeys, right, Phil?
Well, yeah. I mean, and sometimes they get this crazy broken up rhythm, and they just make crazy noises, and just the realism. A lot of times, if you're hunting close to where you can, and you got a gobbler out there, and maybe he's hung up a little bit, just scratching in the leaves, trying to be natural, just like a turkey. Just the little things a lot of times might make the difference of him coming on in. It's just that little things, and sometimes you can't do that. I get it, but I always think if you make a mistake on a call or something, just go ahead and run through it. Start again. Do what you have to do. But listen to the turkeys in that broken up rhythm. Stay away from the kooky coo. It's not normal normally. They don't do that.
The kooky coo?
The kooky coo. That's the Dan Young specialty call right there.
Are you talking about when I'm using a mouth call and I'm yeah. Hey, it works, man. You can laugh all you want. That's fine. I'm never going to be in your class of turkey calling, but I'm just telling you, the old kooky coo works, man.
Oh, Dan.
Yeah. Morning, Todd Rupert. Yeah, Todd Rupert. Yeah, Todd Rupert said to tell you hi.
Hey, tell him I said hi. Tell everybody out there we said hi.
Yeah, Bob Wright, and hey, buddy, listen to the Hall of Famer. Yeah, I hear you, Rupe. Yeah, I'll listen to 95 turkeys under my belt. The old kooky coo is a proven winner, buddy.
Oh, the kooky coo.
Yeah, between you and McCoy.
Hey, tell Todd he needs to come out with a turkey call in your name called the kooky coo.
The kooky coo. He doesn't like it. I bring up suggestions all the time about new calls or sweatshirts or. He gets all defensive. He don't like that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you boys.
He says I will not name a call the kooky coo. Yeah, he's on here messaging me. I tried to get him to do like a name the call contest. I said, hey, next year for the Iowa Deer Classic, let's do you name the call or you make the call. Brought to you by Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls, and that way if we pick your suggestion, we'll make a short run of calls with that name. Now, Philip, you know this as well as I do. You've been doing this longer than I have, and when people can take their idea or they can make a suggestion and have a manufacturer or someone make it with that, they get fired up about that. And you can't tell me that's not going to make a lot of money.
Well, if they got a big family, it will.
You don't think they're going to be out there telling their uncles and their aunts and all their buddies, hey, check out the Reaper, man. I made this suggestion to Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Call, and they're making the Reaper series this year. Go buy one. You don't think they're going to do that? You don't. You know they will.
That's all about marketing.
Yeah, well, get ready. 2025, everybody. The Kooky Coo is coming your way. Good morning, Paula. I've watched, Scotty says, I have watched and listened to a hen yelping almost 5 minutes while crossing a small food plot. She was so loud and obnoxious, anyone else would think it was a hunter. Yeah, there's a lot of truth there. I've heard calls, and Philip, you have too, where we thought it was somebody out there trying to call, and it was real hens.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Some of them are very unique.
Yeah, they're crazy. Hey, I know you got a pack and everything. I want to keep you on here for. Can I keep you on here for like 5-6 more minutes?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not in that big a hurry. I've got a lot of stuff done yet last night. So.
All right, I want to talk to you when we come back. Got to take a real quick break. When I come back, I want to talk with you about decoy positioning. I'm getting a lot of calls, and I know I have my favorite way to do it, but we're gonna talk to you a little bit about different scenarios. Can we do that?
Sure.
We'll be right back with the Hall of Famer Phillip Vanderpool from Legends of the Legends of the Fall?
Legends of the Outdoors.
Yeah. What was that? Was that a movie? Legends of the Fall? Yeah, that was a movie. That was that Brad Pitt movie. Yeah, Legends of the Outdoors and the Virtue TV will Phillip the Biscuit Eater Vanderpool. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
In the mood for a great family.
Tails up, Hank. Thank you, Skippy. Skippy says he would buy 2 of the Kooky Coos. You hear that, Rube? The Kooky Coo. Outdoors Dance Special. Next year, buddy. Big seller. Big seller. The Kooky Coo. Why does he always pick on me? I got to hear that from Larry and Ryan, them guys, all the time. Did you hear Dan calling? Hey, it worked, didn't it? I'm living proof that anybody can kill a turkey. I've done it. I've been there. Hey, I want to thank everybody. Ever since the Deer Classic, we've almost doubled our listenership on the Outdoor Call Radio Network, on the app. So for everybody watching and listening for the first time in the last couple of weeks, thank you so much. That makes my heart feel good when I start seeing that paying off and everything. We've got great new shows on there. We got new partners, and it's been really, really cool. So thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate that. Don't think that doesn't go appreciated.
Detects game from up to 96 feet away in 4G and LTE wireless modules. Verizon and AT&T plans available. 24-inch LCD screen, adjustable night illumination, and data plans starting as low as $5.
Rip, did you hear that? Scotty Peterson said he'd buy 2 Kooky Coos.
Add cameras. View and organize pictures.
That would be a good name for an owl call. There you go, Brian.
The new reveal by Tacticam saves time.
That's more of a hooty-hoo. A hooty-hoo. Hooty-hoo! There you go, Rube. The hooty-hoo and the kooky coo. The cuckoo. Kooky coo.
One thing after you've harvested that deer or wild game, where are you going to take it? Well, I have
Hear that, Andrew?
The Milo Locker in Milo, Iowa. The Milo Locker has been processing wild game and general locker animals for over 15 years. Daryl and Angie are the owners, and they take great pride in the fact that they do everything.
I got a wood hoot. That thing's awesome. Buy them in a starter pack. Brian, that is an excellent idea. Hey, Bill, William, how you doing?
Summer sausage and turkey with all sorts of cheese and spice combinations. They do a ton of beer each year at the Milo Locker.
I wish I could gobble. I can't gobble with dang.
So if you get lucky this year and need a good locker,
do a Yoda
Milo
version.
Locker. Check
Yoda.
it out today or just
Just Yoda.
A Yoda? A Yoda turkey?
Yeah, Yoda.
I don't think I can pull that one
Oh,
off.
they probably listen to that.
Yeah.
Students,
Yoda, doesn't matter what it is. Yoda's
Yeah, I can't pull a Yoda turkey off.
You gotta go there.
college?
I'm letting you all know, my friend, that if you kooky coo to Easterns in PA, you'll go back to Iowa with tag soup. You know, I don't believe that, Todd. I think all you yokels out there have been trying to play it straight. So you get the old kooky coo going. That's something they haven't heard before. And I'm telling you right now, I think that's going to make a big difference. We'll find out here in a few weeks, buddy. The old kooky coo is going to make its PA appearance. I can't wait. I'm predicting a 28 pounder, 28 pound bird. Big old beard, big spurs. That turkey's going to be so big, he's going to think it's an ostrich. I'm waiting, Roop.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa.
That's good, William. Yeah, he's in trouble, Bob. The kooky coo is on fire, buddy. Thank you, Richard. Richard says kooky coo for the win.
Answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life.
Last
We offer
30
family
Last one, everybody. Oh, Dr. Don. We got to get Dr. Don on. We haven't had Dr. Don on in a while.
relationships and
correct.
work. The staff at New
He's
Life
so busy.
offer one-on-one sessions. They get right to the heart of the matter. We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to you, we're here. Please consider calling us for a confidential appointment at New Life. 515-225-4006 in West Des Moines or 964-5003 in Ankeny. Also find us 24/7 at newlifecounseling.com. We are here to help.
Thank you, Brian. Hey, Roop, you see that? There's another buyer for the kooky coo.
1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. We're visiting with the Hall of Fame burrito eater Phillip Vanderpool from the Virtue TV and Legends of the Fall. Legends of the Fall, right, Phil?
Legends of the outdoors. Think of outdoors, Dan, when you say that. Legends of the outdoors.
Yeah.
It won't be hard for him to think about
Hey,
himself.
I was just teasing you. You started something. I got like 6 or 7 people on here emailing me saying the kooky coo, I want one. When can I buy one?
There you go.
I got Richard says.
Just tell Todd I just gave him an idea.
Yeah. Richard says a kooky coo for the win. Now, is that a mouth call or a sleigh call? Now, Brian, in order for it to be an Outdoors Dan kooky coo, it'd have to be a mouth call, because that's what they're making fun of, is my mouth call ability. So, because I'll be in camp, we all come back for lunch a lot of times, or we'll be at dinner or whatever, or if we're at Donovan's, we always get up super early and we drink a pot of coffee before we go hunting. So we're sitting there talking before we go out in the morning, and I'll have my mouth call out, and I'll say, because if you don't think people do this for a living, do this, you're missing the boat. I'm telling you right now. We all talk about what we're seeing, what we're hearing. Hey, what do you think about this? Does this sound right? Should I try this? Don't we, Philip? You, Larry, Ryan, every outdoor pro I know is always bouncing stuff on other people that are in the business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I call Philip and Larry from the blind a lot of times. Hey, this turkey's hanging up on me. I'm doing this. Philip, how many times have I done that over the years? At least 100?
Oh, my gosh, there's no telling. And, guys, here's the thing. I'm sitting there trying to work a turkey as well.
Yeah.
Here's Dan calling you. I'm not pulling over.
Hey, Biscuit Eater, what are you doing? Hunting? Oh, hey, I got this Tom out here at 100 yards. I'm doing this. What do you think? That's what it's all about, Philip.
Oh, Dan. Yeah, guys, he does. And I'll tell you about Outdoors Dan, and Larry Mack will 100% agree with this. Dan has to start over from scratch every year. He forgets what he did the year before and all his past years. He forgets that. And he has to start over every year. Am I not right, Dan?
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
He'll call and ask you the same question that he's asked you the last 10 years in a row.
Well, this is coming from a guy that doesn't even know where he's at half the time. The Kooky Coo is going to go over as well as those hoodies you got made. Hank Miller requested one yesterday while we were on the phone. See? There you go. Todd Rupert, everybody. I asked him to make me a green Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey call hoodie. I'm not doing green. We got black, blah, blah, blah. I said, fine. I'll go get my own made. So I went and got a tan one and a green one. And he's had more people bug him to buy a green hoodie, Phillip, since I've done that. See, I don't take no as an end all. To me, when somebody says no, that's when I engage and say, I'm going to get this done one way or another. Right, Phillip?
Pretty much so. Todd, I'm just telling you right now, you might as well start cutting those mouth calls.
Yeah,
The
Kooky Coo and the Hootie Hoo will be in a starter pack next year. Trust me.
Just tell him I can collect the royalties off the name. I'll get it at the Iowa Deer Classic next year. How's that?
Yeah, we're going to have a Deer Classic special. All right, so hey, decoy positioning. And this varies if you're shotgun hunting or boy, hey, speaking of shotguns real quick, that 410 CVA, what a killer.
Oh, dude, it's unbelievable what it is. I can't tell you when I got a 410 with those Apex Ninja loads.
Yeah, that TSS shot.
Better than the 3.5 inch Magnum 12 gauges up there at 50 yards. It's crazy. It's unreal.
Yeah, that TSS shot has changed a lot of things. And Phillip, here's the thing, especially for people just starting out or ladies or kids. I don't know. I haven't shotgun hunted in a long time. I bow hunt them, but you don't have. I remember the worst thing about it when you're shooting those 3.5s or whatever. You got that shoulder. You're anticipating that shoulder hit thump, and it wasn't fun all the time. But you get that 410 out there, man. There's no. It's just you can squeeze that trigger and you don't even know it went off half the time.
I'll tell you what, it's so much fun. And Rhonda, she didn't want to have to give up her old Benelli. But after I got her one, and I'm telling you what, she said I'll never hunt with that big gun again. The weight difference, just carrying it, and the way they shoot, it's unbelievable. It's almost like you're not carrying anything. You just put it on your shoulder and you go.
Yeah.
It's made things a lot easier for me. I love bow. You know me, Dan. I love bow hunting turkeys, but there's something about
Skippy
having one out there, up close and personal, and just taking, making a great headshot. I can't. I still love that.
There's more shotgun hunters than there bow hunters out there. Shotgun hunting's a tradition. I love to do it all. Yeah, I just can't. I stink shooting them with a gun. I'm better with a bow. That's why I bow them. Tommy Allen says hi, Phillip. Morning, Tommy.
Tommy, good morning to you.
Yeah. 410 for the win, William says. William, I'm telling you, that's a good load. So let's talk about decoys. I always tell everybody what works for me the best is because I'm bow hunting, is I keep those decoys out at 10 to 12 yards. I'll put a couple hens closer to the blind, and then I'll put a lay down hen. I'll step off 10, 11 steps, and then that's where I put the Jake. And that's been pretty much money for me for the last 15 years.
Right. And that works very well. It depends on what you're wanting to do. If you're trying to shoot one's head off, maybe you're trying to decap one or something, I put mine probably more like 5 or 6 yards just because. But in normal circumstances, I think it's about perfect for bow hunters. Now, if I've got a kid, a child, or a disabled veteran or somebody with me, and I'm taking them out, I usually put them out there about 20 yards, 20 to 25. And the reason being, the way the guns shoot now and stuff, you get them so close, especially with a child, it's you don't want them to miss.
Right.
You get them too close.
Right.
You want that pattern to open up a little bit. So I usually change it up between the gun and the bow situation or the crossbow.
Yeah, most important thing I can tell you, folks, is just if you're going to shotgun hunt, get out there and pattern your gun with the shells you're going to hunt with. That's what you want to do because you want to represent or you want to articulate what you're going to see in the field. Don't go out there with shells you're not going to hunt with because it's going to pattern differently. And and same thing. Shoot your broadheads if you're practicing. We'll all be at Triple H and Donovan's here in about 3-4 weeks. So starting next week, I'm gonna put broadheads on, and that's all I'm gonna practice with is what I'm hunting with. And you want to be able to replicate what you practice with. And Philip, I love having a couple. I love having that pruning hen. I'll have a lay down hen, and I might even have a feeding hen with me. I like having that out there because it's going to get that Tom's attention.
Yeah. Well, and that can be a good thing, to have that little, I guess, just like a little small flock, if you will, set up there. With me, with all my camera gear and stuff, I usually will take either the Jake Strutter, or I like that 3/4 Jake because I can carry it and that stand-up hen in the bag, and I can slide her right up under him.
Yeah.
Perfectly in a breeding position. So it makes it easier because I do so much self-videoing, a lot of times, or we got all the camera gear and stuff, and they're trying to carry, decoys and everything else. I mean, it depends on the setup, for me. But the visibility there again works very well for me, putting out there. I know you said shining up your decoys. Little things like that can make a difference. I'll tell you something else. I use that clear, like fingernail polish. I use that, blacken them eyes up, and then put that clear gloss over those eyes. I feel like that is one of the most important things in the world when they see their reflection coming into the decoys, and they can see for so long, and they see a little bit of movement and see that. I think that is a really good. A lot of times will close the deal for you. I don't do it a lot. I know a lot of my eyes get picked out and stuff, but when I got free time, I like to do the little things like that. And what you talk about shining up, I use a product called 80 Blow. That's what I clean the guns with, or if my door's a little bit, squeaky or whatever. But that also shines up the decoy, so it works well for me. It doesn't quite have the smell, especially when deer's around.
Yeah. Them stupid. Yeah, them stupid deer. They've messed me up more than once, I tell you. Morning, Brant. Tony says put the cuckoo in a glass call. There you go, Tony. to hens and Jake early season and a lone hen late into the season, William says. Absolutely pattern those guns. Good morning, Justin Jackson. Good to see you. Hey, Ken. I love a motion decoy with the remote. Yeah, but you got to watch that. Ken, those aren't legal in every state, so just be careful when you're going hunting. Philip's my hero. Justin Jackson says you're his hero, Philly.
Tell Justin say good morning to him and thank you.
He heard you. Real quick, Todd Rupert, you guys are killing me. Well, Rup, all I can tell you is the people have spoke, Rup. A cuckoo and a hootie hoo is going to be in a Rupert starter pack next year. Yeah, the hootie hoo. Woo! 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 The Rupert's hootie hoo. Yeah, we're gonna make some money next year, Philly. Hey, tell everybody about that. You take if I'm cleaning my decoys, so I use Armor All, but you can use whatever you want, I guess. But you clean the eye up with that, and then after you get it clean, you take some fingernail polish and put that over the eye.
Yeah, what you do, they a lot of times they'll come black and just to shine the eyes up, the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Blacken them up and then take that clear fingernail polish, just clear fingernail polish, and put it in there a little bit, and it glosses that up. That's the whole idea, is use the gloss on that.
What do you blacken them up with?
Fingernail polish.
Okay, use black. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do that. I have never done that. That's a great idea. Hey, I got to take another break, Philip. Hang on real quick. I'm gonna keep you for a little bit more. Hang on, Philly. We'll be right back with Phillip Vanderpool on 1350 ESPN. Thank you, Bob.
This is Dave from
Morning, Roger.
Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs.
Makes me feel good that I'm helping a partner like Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. Thank you, everybody out there, for the support. The hootie hoo and the cuckoo. What's the cuckoo? What was it called?
You can't remember your own name.
What do you say? The cootie coo? The cootie coo. The cootie coo. No, cootie coo.
Cootie coo.
The cootie coo and the hootie hoo. I think that's a shirt coming too. Only at Rupert's. The hootie hoo and cootie coo.
That's it.
The hootie, the cootie. Have you got cootie coo?
Well, that's sounds like a middle school disease.
Nothing like a little hootie hoo in the morning. I see T-shirt possibilities here. Huh?
Instead of cooties, you have the cootie coo.
No, the cootie coo.
Exactly. It's the new cooties.
No. It's a turkey thing. The cootie coo. It's a turkey thing. I'll take a shirt. Thank you, Bob. Rupert's Roosted Peace Turkey Calls. We're gonna change the industry, folks.
Check out our website for complete inventory.
Nothing says loving like a little hootie hoo.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Bushmasters.
Best starter pack ever. I agree, Brian.
The Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has you
Better get those packaging ordered, Todd. We're gonna make some money, buddy.
and the popular Dixie 6 to their attractants like Game Changers.
See if Philip can get me a job at Woodhaven. Now that's funny. Oh, Rupert, man. He can't take it. Cootie coo, hootie hoo, full send. Thank you, Tommy. All I know is people are paying attention, Todd. That's my job. You wait till I start filming. All right, folks. We're out here at Triple H Outfitters. I think it's time to start a little cootie coo action brought to you by Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. We're gonna start it. We're gonna start it, Roop.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6,000 American Park.
Oh, that's a good tip on the eyes on those decoys. I have never done that. I learned. See, you have Philip or McCoy. I don't know. Larry's just. I don't know if I learned anything from Larry. He just usually makes fun of me. But Philip, Philip's been around longer than Moses, so you tend to learn. You tend to learn things. Hunting with the old sad daddy. There you go.
Alpaca socks also has a natural antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling.
We good on breaks? This last one.
Styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available.
I need a bigger coffee. I gotta get a bigger Grizzly cup, man. I'm running out of coffee.
When you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander.
Man, you guys are on fire on the missing Philip taught Jesus, and they're great. Oh, Tommy, that's funny. I bet he's going to be mad at me because he's got to go to Mississippi tomorrow. Bang goes the dynamite. There you go.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. The closing segment for the first hour is brought to you by Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls, the 2025 home of the Cootie Coo and Hootie Hoo Calls. Get your pre-order now. Our guest is Phillip Vanderpool, however you want to say it, from Legends of the Outdoors. I didn't say fall that time. Are you proud of me? Yeah.
Give you a medal, buddy.
Thank you. So I'm gonna want to get Jenny to order me some black fingernail polish and some clear fingernail polish. Do the black, clean the eyes and everything, and then put that on the eye of the decoy, and then put the clear on when it dries.
Absolutely, I guarantee you it will make a difference.
Okay.
Them hens will come. The hens can't stand it when they come in and see that on the. But yeah, I do it on all of them. I mean, it's a game changer.
Okay. My DSDs, I don't think I've ever had to do that on my DSDs, Philip. I mean, they're pretty shiny the way they are.
Yeah. It just depends on how much use they've gotten, and what happens. They get beat around, and most of the times, how turkeys that come in, especially the hens, they'll just come out and just try to peck the eyes plumb out of one.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Try to peck them out in the eye there, and they get beat up pretty bad. So that's why I started doing that. It's been years and years ago we done that. I don't know. It's just tipping tactic. I don't even know. I may have learned that from Callie Morris, to be honest with you. We were talking about it, and I just remember the conversation years ago coming up, and I don't even know how the conversation got started, but that's what we decided to start doing, and it really made a difference.
All right.
Even with the cheaper made decoy.
Yeah.
I think, just that realism right there, because what they do, they see in their self in the eyes, they're, seeing that reflection. And the glossier, the better. So use the black gloss and the clear gloss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I knew that. I kept you a half hour longer, and I told you I would. And I could keep you on another hour. I always have fun with you on here, but hey, I better let you go. Where can people find the Virtue and Legends of the Outdoors?
Well, obviously, Legends of the Outdoors. We're running 52 weeks year round on Pursuit Channel. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Monday night at 9 p.m. Central, and Gary Mason and myself. He's my 50-50 partner on this, and he's the founder of the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame. But we're doing that, and then also the Virtue. I mean, you've got Carbon TV. We have Mossy Oak Go. We have YouTube, Hunt Channel. We have so many different ways. And if anybody runs into something once, and sometimes we'll make posts on our Facebook and Instagram and stuff there to kind of let you know what's coming up on the show that week. And we've had some really good episodes. We've got a good episode coming out this next week. Y'all enjoy it. Matter of fact, I think that's the hunt that I do. I believe out there at Donovan's last year with my bow kill. I'm pretty proud of the bow kill because self-videoed it, Dan, and no blind. Just running gun, setting the decoys up, and there's 8 gobblers come in. 7 of them are just super jakes, and then you got the big longbeard comes into the DSB, and pretty good angle. I self-video the whole thing. It's pretty awesome hunting. And Rhonda, rockin' Rhonda with that little 410 CVA. Oh man, she's one with that rascal, and it's bad to the bone, I'll tell you.
Yeah. All right. Philip, always a pleasure, buddy. Hey, Todd Rupert wants to know if you can get him a job at Woodhaven.
Okay, tell him to come on, man. I know some people. For sure, man.
He just can't. He can't take the pressure of success. I mean, the Cootie Coo and the Hootie Hoo is going to put him in another tack.
The Kooky Coo, not
Kooky Coo. I knew it was the Kooky
Okay,
Coo.
the Kooky Coo.
I even told him that, and he said, no, it's the Cootie Coo. He can't even name his own product.
Well, he's got that Arkansas thing going. I can't hear him half the time. So, yeah, the kooky, like your kooky coo.
I guess you could call it the Cutie Coo.
No, we'll keep it the kooky coo. Hey, I got to run, buddy. Good luck in Mississippi. Send me some pics.
Okay, bud. We'll see you. Y'all take care. God bless everybody. Good luck and be safe.
All right. Thank you, buddy. See you soon. There he goes, Phillip Vanderpool, everybody. Fine fella right there. We'll be right back after these fine words from our partners. Kooky Coo.
You can't even remember your own thing.
I only got 2 hours sleep last night. Leave me alone. The Kooky Coo. Kook. I got it now. Kooky.
Coo.
Hootie Hoo and Kooky Coo.
Keeps your minnows, leeches, shiners, and bait fresh while you fish. The Bait Caddy has a clear UV-resistant
Oh, Phillip.
housing that lets you see
Good
your
people
bait
there.
at all times.
I've been really blessed to know that man for almost 20 years.
Keeps it handy and flush in 8 to 10-inch ice holes. No loose parts. It's self.
Good morning, Aaron.
Plus, it's made not to crack, warp, or fade. The Bait Caddy will fit in your live well or troll easy alongside your boat, and it's made in the USA. The Bait Caddy has a lifetime warranty and will be a bait system your friends will want. For more information, please go online to www.baitcaddy.com. The Bait Caddy, easy access to your bait, made in Minnesota and keeps your bait fresh all day.
Cookie
Taping your
Coo.
own hunts is an exciting
Like
way to
Cookie
capture the
Coo.
moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier.
Hey, that would work with a pot call because you can, make it like a big chocolate chip cookie.
Their patented shoulder system is also
You know, you got the cookie, the kooky coo.
The pieces are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions.
I'm telling you, it's a moneymaker. I can just feel the money coming in.
The Stiff Arm Pro and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of the aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. For ground line hunters,
No,
there's the
my guest is chasing bears.
There you go.
I had Bob Leeper scheduled from the bait caddy. Somebody's going to win a bait caddy today. Brand spanking new bait caddy. Look at that. Woo, with a net. Made in Minnesota.
great video action. KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN. Des Moines sports leader. And that one's gone! Des Moines Radio Group Station. You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio, brought to you in part by our good friends out of Gearhead Archery, Skippy Peterson, Wisconsin made. If you're looking for something different, something quiet, accurate, and it's going to be one of your best bow hunting buddies ever, you need to go check out Gearhead Archery and see what I am all excited about. I told everybody I had a top secret announcement today. I'll just do it now when I'm telling you about Gearhead. So, one of the things, listen, folks, I've been with some great bow companies over the years. I was with Matthews for 18 years. I was with Elite for over almost 9. And very good bow companies, and I shot them well. They're good bows. You'll never hear me say anything negative about either one of those bows. There are a lot of great bows out there, but I'm just telling you, Gearhead is probably one of the best bows I've ever shot, and that's a very strong statement for me to say that. It's just as quiet, it's just as accurate, and it's just as forgiving of any of the other bows I just mentioned. And it's also one of the most adjustable or customizable bows I've ever had in my hand. You can actually take that bow and you can choose from five or six different grips. You can adapt your hand torque on your bow. Everybody grips their bow differently. Everybody's got a different grip, a way of holding their bow. And instead of trying to shim your cams or moving your rest in and out when you're doing fine tuning, you can actually do that with your grip on a gearhead. Also, here's the thing about a gearhead, a lot of people don't know. It's actually, I don't know how or why it does this, and I've got to have Skip on to talk about this sometime. I can actually draw more weight with that binary can system on that bow than I could my other ones. So in other words, like last fall, I'll give you a prime example. I had my bow at 59 pounds, 60 pounds in that ballpark, and it was cold, and I could not pick up my bow, point it at the ground, and draw it, and then come up. I got arthritis in my shoulder, and I couldn't do it. I got this gearhead in January, and I can actually shoot 61 pounds, point it at the ground, and I can draw that back really smooth with less effort than I could in my bows that I was shooting in the past. And to me, that is one of the best attributes or one of the best features I could get, because that's going to help me draw back pointing at the ground, and when I raise my bow up, I'm going to be ready to shoot. Instead of having it out here and then drawing back, that's way too much movement for turkeys or deer. They got a chance of picking you off in the blind or in a tree stand. I don't have to worry about that now. I can just take it and pull it back, and then when I start the raise, I'm going to be on my animal I'm shooting. That's money right there. That's going to help you be more successful in the turkey blind or in the tree stand for deer, is able to pull back and not get... The number one thing that gets people busted in the deer woods is movement. It honestly is. That is the number one thing when they're trying to bow hunt. You know, some people would think it would be scent. Scent's a major one, but when people get picked off, and if you've been bow hunting long enough, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. That gearhead is going to be a game changer for me this fall. Another thing, real quickly, is that bow can convert to a left-handed or a right-handed bow. So say you shot a bow, you got a B30 and you want to sell it in a year to go to a new model. You can sell that. Your buddy's left-handed. All you got to do is take that to the bow shop, have them take the grip and invert it, and it's now a left-handed bow. I'm just telling you, those gearhead bows are amazing. Go check them out, gearheadarchery.com. Now here's the announcement. One of the reasons that I went, hey Todd Rupert. One of the reasons I went with Skip is I can call Skip. When you call Gearhead Archery on the phone, you're talking to the owner. You're talking to the CEO, the man that makes the decisions. And I've known Skip for about 20 years. I met him out at Trophies Plus Outfitters in Alzada, Montana, when I was filming a deer hunt. Skip helped me film, and we've been buddies ever since. This is going to be my first time working with a bow manufacturer. I'm actually helping develop a bow for next year. Breaking news right now. And I'm just telling you, I am so super excited about this. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. Skip and I talked last night, and we're going to work on a bow this year. I told him some thoughts, and we're going to get implemented. And if it shoots like I think it's going to shoot, we're going to have something to talk about at the Deer Classic next year. We'll introduce it at the Deer Classic. So I'm just telling you, Gearhead Archery, it's a game changer. Go check them out. And listen, if you're shooting a Matthews, if you're shooting a Bowtech, whatever, God bless you. There's nothing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Picking a bow is a very personal thing. I'm just saying if you're in the market for a new hunting bow, don't make a decision until you go to Archery Field and Sports here in Des Moines or ask for them at your local deer bow shop. Try a Gearhead, because I'm just telling you, if you're a saddle hunter, that 20 or 24 inch axle to axle length bows, those are game changers for saddle hunters. Or if you like hunting on the ground, you can actually sit on your butt and draw that bow back without worrying about that bow hitting the ground. I'm just telling you, if you got a 26, 27, and 28 inch draw, you'll be amazed how good those bows shoot. Gearhead Archery, check them out and tell me what you think. All right, morning, Nick. Let's see. Sounds interesting as I age. I need to find something a little more forgiving for my shoulders. I hear you, Bill. Good morning. I want to talk about the Outdoors Dan. The kooky coo is king. Thank you, Philip. Picking bows are like owning a truck. They are, William. It's a very personal thing. I'm just telling you, I had the opportunity to go to a couple other bow manufacturers. I chose Gearhead for one reason. I know Skip. I've known him for years. If Skip says he's going to do something, he does it. And if you go online and look at Gearhead Archery reviews, their reviews are off the charts. Everybody that puts the review on there, it's a glowing endorsement of that bow. They love them. They're fanatics. That's important to me. I want people to be excited about something I'm talking about. And like I said, I've never been involved in a putting a bow together process before, and I'm pretty pumped about that. Even Andrew's excited.
Black and white, clear as crystal.
It is. It is. All right, moving on. Oh, let's see. Big Caddy was supposed to be on today, Bob Leeper, and Bob is in, I don't know where he's at. He's somewhere chasing bear cubs. They're moving collared bears, taking bear surveys, and they got behind. So he's out in the middle of nowhere finding denned up bears, trying to get some analysis. So we'll have Bob on at a later time, and we'll talk about that. Hi, Nick. Hey, Rupert said hi, Nick. Hi, Todd. All right, if you live in if you live in Iowa and you can come to Des Moines and pick this up, 244-1350, 244-1350. If you can tell Andrew what one of the two names of the new calls will be at Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls next year, you can have a brand spanking new made in Minnesota bait caddy, a bait system that will last you a lifetime and you can use for open water or ice fishing. All right? That's going out the door right now. And it's got a nice little net on it. Just make sure you haven't won anything in the last 30 days. Look at that little dip net. I'm going to put this in my live well so I can keep my shiners and leeches separated from my fish in my live well. That is an awesome system. You're going to get that. 244-1350. 515-244-1350. I can't ship it, but if you get a chance to come to Des Moines, you can win it right now. Just tell me what's one of the two new calls at Rupert's Roost and Beast Turkey Calls for 2025. We just talked about them. It's easy. All I do is make Todd Rupert money. That's all I do. All right, so the Great Midwest Walleye. Oh. Yeah. Uh-oh, hang on. Are you? And you can also watch my tactics of making Dan's eyes shiny at turkey camp. Yeah, do that while you're chasing for the baked potatoes, Todd. Yeah, that's another story I can't wait to tell. That's a funny story. The Midwest Walleye Challenge, that's going to kick off March 30th. And I have not done this yet, but the fine folks up in Canada at the My Catch app, they did this with Iowa. Richard, if you're still watching, Richard, has it been 2 or 3 years? Wind Flapper 3000. There you go, Kenny. I like that. I like that. The Wind Flapper 3000. You get a winner already?
We got Al ready to talk to.
Oh. Al, you there?
I'm here.
What's up, Al?
How are we doing this morning?
I'm good, man. I'm just talking turkey. I'm getting ready to talk walleye fishing now, but I'm good. What's up with you?
Well, I don't know. I think I know the name of one of the calls, but I just got in my car, so I don't know.
All right. Well, okay. Oh, you're calling for the Bay Caddy winner.
Yeah, you already won. So
Okay, Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls, proudly made in Pennsylvania. What is going to be one of the new calls for 2025?
Did I hear it correctly when I heard a hootie hoot?
Well, the hootie hoo is going to be the new owl hooter call, and the kooky coo is going to be the new turkey call. So, but he's going to have an Outdoors Dan starter pack with the kooky coo and the hootie hoo already in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you going to buy one?
I probably will.
There you go, Todd. Another sale, cha-ching, courtesy of the Outdoor Call Radio, Todd, Rupert. All right, mate, congratulations, Al. You get a bait caddy. You're going to love that thing. It's made in Minnesota. It'll probably be the last bait system you ever have to buy, to be honest with you.
I like it. I'm hard on them, so that's good.
Oh, you're going to like it. It's got UV-resistant glass material made on there. It won't fade or crack. And let me know how you like it. I'll have another contest this summer while we're doing fishing for people using bait caddies. So make sure you send me some pics when we start talking about that.
I will. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for listening, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, we'll call you back after the show. We need to get your info.
Thank you.
Thank you, Al. All right, another satisfied listener. So the My Catch app is a free app you get on your phone, on your device app store, okay? So the last 2 years, this has been an Iowa thing, I believe, okay? Richard, correct me if I'm wrong on that, I know if you're listening. Loves Outdoor Dan. This will be the 3rd year. Thank you, Richard. Great product, the Bay Caddy. I've had one for a couple years now. Thank you, Richard. So they're going to open this up to 12 or 13 states now and 2 provinces in Canada. Every state has their own tournaments or their own contests. So you download the app and you start your account and stuff, and you can either do, I think it's $25 you can put in there, and you're going to be eligible to go fishing, and whatever, you can go wherever you want, river, lake, pond, wherever, but it's for walleye, okay? And then when you catch a fish, you take a picture of it on a bump board so that it shows how the measurement of the fish, and you upload that to the app so they can get the analytical data. Now they're not giving they're not going to give your numbers out. If you got little number spots or secret places you go fish, they don't share that with anybody, other fishermen. Okay, this all goes to DNR fisheries across the country. So this is a great way for you to get out there, win some cash, win some prizes. You can go out and have the worst day of fishing in your life. You can upload all that information where you were fishing and say, I got skunked, and you still got a chance of winning something. They draw winners for people that just can't catch anything like me. I'm just telling you, this thing's going to be awesome. So the app maintains anonymous location data, angler secret spots, stay secret. Iowa DNR fishery biologists receive only generalized lake and river catch data. Entered and access and managed walleye population. Specific catch locations for anglers not listed. This year's challenge has been expanded to other states across the Midwest and to Canada as part of a larger fisheries project funded by the Association of Fish and Wildlife Agencies. Iowa anglers compete only against other Iowa anglers for bi-weekly prizes. While catches all across the Midwest qualify for grand prize drawings at the end of the event, Grand prizes for 2024 include a week-long fishing trip to Lac Seul in Evergreen Lodge in Canada, as well as equipment from companies like St. Croix Rods and other companies. You can register at the Midwest Walleye Challenge, angleratlas.com. New this year, participants can choose a free option to qualify for non-cash prizes or pay the $25 to qualify for all prizes, including cash payouts. The data that is collected from the last 2 years is very informative and valuable both for anglers and reporting catches and systems that do not seem to have walleye fishing pressure as we expected, says Jeff Kapaska. We just had Jeff on. He's a fisheries biologist here in Iowa. He's a biometrician.
Biometrician.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We encourage anglers to participate in this challenge to help us align future management decisions such as stocking priorities with angler desires and expectations. So go check them out. It's the My Catch app. Download it. They want to get more people downloading that app, and hey, I'm just telling you right now, you might win some great stuff. And all you got to do is get your bump board, put your walleye on there, take a picture, upload it, and you're in the contest. You can also do release videos and they'll put those out, and you got a chance of winning stuff, showing you putting the walleye back if you choose not to eat it. So I'm just telling you right now, this is going to be exciting this year. I can't wait to get out there fishing with everybody. Jacob, good morning. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. You're welcome. Within the state, this app is super easy to use. I wish you well, buddy. Thank you, Todd Rupert. Thank you. Oh, Todd Rupert, man. He's always got good things to say, doesn't he? Good people, old Rupee. Old Rupee. The Root Man. Okay, hey, I think I got 3 or 4 people on the bait caddy. We're doing a bait caddy contest right now. All you got to do is go to baitcaddy.com, buy a bait caddy, okay? And then email me a picture of your receipt or the order. I'll put you in the drawing. I need, what did I say, 3 or 4? Mm-hmm. All right. I'm trying to get 10 people to buy a bait caddy. Not a lot of listeners. You're going to get a great bait system, and you got a chance of winning a $100 pair of hunting boots, a Weeby knife fillet set. Oh, that right there is money. Yeah, and thank you to the fine folks at Weeby Knives for helping me with that. And I'm actually going to draw two winners. Second place winner is going to get another Weeby knife. So get on Bait Caddy, BAITCADDY.com. Order it. I need 6 more people to do that, and I'm going to draw a winner. Okay? And then this summer, you're going to want to get a bait caddy, because this summer, when you send me a picture of you out there fishing with it, someone's going to win a $300-400 Trica fishing rod. How about that? Ooh, that's money right there, man. I'm telling you, I love my Trica fishing rods. This information is stored just like a journal. You missed the comment before that. I wish you well. It's not nail polish. Love you outdoors, Dan. I'll work for one. Now you're the owner of Young's. Todd Rupert is offering me to sell the company Outdoors Dan Turkey Calls. Woo. What do you think, Andrew? You want to get into the call manufacturing business?
Oh, man. If I'm not as good as Todd. I'm just going to put that
I hate to admit this, but I would not. I'm not even in Claude's. I'm not even in Todd's. Yeah, did you hear that, Todd? I'm calling you Claude now.
We can do Van Dam.
Yeah, Claude Van Dam calls. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Little. You know who he's a big fan of is the Undertaker, the wrestler.
Oh,
yeah. He wants the Undertaker to do a Undertaker call. He could have the kooky coo, but no, he wants the Undertaker.
And I don't blame him for it.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think a kooky coo is more popular than the Undertaker.
I think a kooky coo sounds like something you don't want to contract.
That Undertaker guy is kind of weird looking. Come on.
I don't know. It's pretty scary.
I'm just telling you right now, the kooky coo and the hootie hoo calls are going to make way more money.
Don't you think Hootie and the Blowfish might have a little gripe with that name?
His name is not Hootie Hoo.
Well, the band's name.
I don't really care. I don't listen to him.
Well,
he's not really country anyway.
By the way, it's a band, not just one.
Who cares?
Darius is
I didn't say it's the Hootie Hoo Blowfish call. I said it's the Hootie Hoo.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, Hootie Hoo? It's an owl. They cannot trademark an owl call. It's whoo. Hooty-hoo!
Just food for thought.
I'm just telling you, we better have Rupert's Roost in Peace, Hooty-hoo, and Kooky Coo t-shirts next year at the Deer Classic. That's all I'm saying. Wow. He says, wow. Well, you better say wow, mister.
I don't... There's a lot to wow on that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give him that, yeah.
Thank you, Andrew, for the compliment. See, he says thank you to you. I don't get any respect out of him. Yeah.
Well, maybe you should compliment him.
All I do is work for that man. 24/7. You know, hey, anybody that's
none of it, I bet.
Bet you go look at my Facebook feeds, you listen to the shows. I work hard for my partners. Nobody can ever say I don't promote my partners.
That is true. That is true.
I lie awake at night thinking about how to promote my partners. Yeah. All right. All right. Hey, change up on the turkey call contest or turkey contest. So Chris and his wonderful wife have given me a $1,600 turkey hunt to give away in Missouri. This is an over-the-counter hunt. It'll be for next year. So I was going to do, Todd Rupert, 100%, Todd said. I was going to do a contest where people send me video clips, but I got people saying they ain't going to have time to do blah, blah, blah. So here's what we're going to do. This is, and this is the easiest thing I can do. I'm going to have 10 people buy a bow, a gearhead bow at Archery Field and Sports. Okay? Mark Wagner, Altoona, Iowa. Now, you can do this over the phone. You can call Archery Field and Sports and ask for Mark. Mark's in New Zealand. He'll be back in a couple days. The first 10 people that buy a gearhead bow from Archery Field and Sports has a shot of winning a $1,600 turkey hunt to Slim Knox County Whitetails in Missouri for next year. Now, that is your lodging, your food, your guiding, and it's good for one bird. Now, you're going to have to buy your tag, but everything else, once you get to the lodge, will be covered except your gratuity to the guide. You got to tip your guides, all right? Great food, great lodging, 11,000 square foot lodge, and some tremendous turkey hunting. You go to Archery Field and Sports and buy a gearhead bow. I don't care if it's a bow or a crossbow, as long as it's a gearhead. Tell Mark you want to get in on the Outdoors Dan turkey hunt, okay? For the first 4 people that buy a bow, gearhead bow, I'm going to give you a Tacticam X Pro camera to use on your turkey hunting and your fall adventures for this fall. How about that? What's that? A couple $100?
Easy.
Yeah, so we're at $1,800 right now for buying a bow that you're going to absolutely love. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to start a movement. I love gearhead. I support gearhead 150%. I'm going to shoot a gearhead the rest of my life. As long as I'm doing this for a living, I'm shooting gearhead. Or as long as I'm able to pull a bow back, and then I'm going to switch over to the gearhead crossbow. Okay? 10 people. You're going to have a 1 in 10 shot of winning a $1,600 turkey hunt. The first 4 people are going to get a camera right there. As soon as you buy the bow, Mark is going to call me and I'll drop a camera off for you at Archery Field and Sports. Now, you don't have to live in the Des Moines area. You can be wherever and call Mark at Archery Field and Sports and you can still qualify. It's the first 10 people. The cutoff on this is May 1st. Now, I still got DSD decoys. I still got Tacticam cameras. I got Rupert's Roost in Peace, Kooky Coo, and Hooty Hoot. Well, can't do that because I'll have a couple over and under and some maybe a box call or something. I've got some Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey packs. The Hooty Hoot and Kooky Coo won't be available until 2025. Those are going to be regular. I've got a Tacticam 6.0 to give away. Those will be where you can send me a 30 or 60 second clip of your hunt, and I'll put you in. We're going to do a drawing, so I'm still going to do that. But if you want a chance at that hunt, that's a 1 in 10 chance. That's some very good odds. You're going to get a great bow, and the first 4 people is going to get a camera. And if we do all 10, I'll probably give the other 6 people something nice like a Weeby knife or a skinning knife or something as well. I'm willing to make you help you in the to make you feel a little happier in life, to get a great hunting bow, and get ready for some outdoor adventures. So here's the thing. This fall, I've got $10,000 in whitetail hunts to give away. One of the ways you're going to be able to do this is go doe hunting with a gearhead bow. So if you buy a bow now, you're going to be ahead of the other people, because this fall we're going to be doing a doe hunt, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to FaceTime Skip, the owner, on your recovery, and you got a chance of winning a $5,000 hunt to Triple H Outfitters in Kansas next year. How about that? Get on it, folks. This is going to be a lot of fun in 2024 with Gearhead. I'll be right back. I got to run. Gobble gobble. Hooty hoo!
In these times when a lot of us are
Oh, Rupert's going to kill me. I can feel the sense and the disturbance in the force coming through the e-cam. He's in Pennsylvania. I can see him right now. He's like this going, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. What's he doing in my business? You know, I hired the man to talk about my calls, the quality, the sound, the tone, the pitch. And he's talking about a kooky coo and a hooty hoo. I can see him right now. That's exactly what he's doing, right like that. See, I even got the Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey call hat on right there. I'm telling you, he's out in Pennsylvania doing it right there. Chrissy, settle him down, Chrissy. Man, I need some more coffee. What is today, the 15th, 16th?
16. That big buck has eluded you for seasons.
26 days I'll be turkey hunting. Can't get here fast enough.
Pure Whitetail can help you see more deer and target that buck that haunts you. Pure Whitetail has some of the best deer scents you can rely on to work scrape lines or build mock scrapes that will help you see more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and
Morning, Chuck.
Last longer on hanging branches or scrapes.
The green hooty hoo hooty. I'm telling you, Scotty, he's already got people bugging the crud out of him for those green hoodies. I told him those were going to be money. I like a green hoodie, man. You can wear that. You're styling and profiling. The name alone is catchy enough and hot, and is hot no matter what it sounds like. Thank you, Richard. Rupert, are you reading all these? I'm telling you, there's 20 people on there that want to buy one already.
Hey, I'm Chelsea, and a little.
I want some. What is that? I want some royalties, darn it.
Of ingredients, the pepper jack cheese, that spiciness of the sandwich. It's the right type of spice and the right amount of spice. It's crunchy on the outside, but then really tender on the inside. And then
Todd says no. Yeah, see, he's right there going no, no.
Bring on the spice and order the Chick-fil-A spice.
I love you, Rube.
On the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Oh, thank you, Richard. Richard's on my side. Oh. How about all you Steeler fans? You got Russell Wilson now. Hey, Roop, are you excited about that? You got the Wilson. Boy, they shipped old Kenny Pickens out. Did you see that? Did he want out?
Yeah,
he got his feelings hurt, didn't he? You know what? They did him wrong. I kind of think Pittsburgh Steelers did him wrong, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Kenny Pickens. First he says, I love you, then he says no. Gosh, man, he's hard. Whatever, Root.
So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp knife, consider checking out Work Sharp Knife and Tool Sharpener. Work Sharp guided field sharpener at a store near you. Or anytime.
Man, I tell you what, I can't wait to get out there. That's going to be a fun turkey camp. McCoy's going to be out there, and Ryan.
You're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor
Yeah,
adventure.
I have Steve Rocco will be there. All the boys, Chris DePerna.
Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse.
Pickett. Thank you, Todd. Kenny Pickett. What'd I say, Pickens? Yeah. Sorry, Kenny Pickett. I still feel bad for the boy. Russell Wilson sucks, man. I'm sorry. He's done. He's either done or he just has so much money he doesn't care anymore.
And then they got rid.
They got rid of the other guy,
Rudolph.
Rudolph. Yeah, why did that was stupid.
So now you're going to be in the hands of a rookie backup or.
I am not drafting any in my fantasy football league. I will have no Steelers players on my team.
At sportsmanswarehouse.com. So next time
Or Najee.
Yeah, Najee might be fine because Russell's got a noodle arm now.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson was a good quarterback. I just don't think he cares anymore.
I just think he's.
You got $300 million in the bank. What's your incentive? You know, that's like Todd Rupert. He's got all the money in the world. You know, if the hootie hoo and kooky coo can't get you fired up, you got too much money.
You're really looking to get him angry.
I find your not Pickens. I got it, Todd. No, it's Pickett, not Pickens. All right, welcome back to the After Call Radio. Is it really 7:30 already? Gosh, this show, or 8:30, this show is flying by, man. Gosh, crazy. Hey, the secret listener yeah, give me the I got an announcement thing.
All right, ready, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Ooh, scoopage.
All right. First of all, I want to say it again. I want to thank everybody that has downloaded the Outdoor Call Radio app and listened Monday through Friday. We have doubled our audience in the last 2 weeks. And a lot of that is from all the people we signed up at the Deer Classic this year. And thanks to all of the people listening out on the East Coast and the Midwest, on the West Coast. It just honestly, when I get the analytics from the network and stuff, it really makes my heart feel great. So thank you from the bottom of our heart for doing that. We work hard on that call on the network, and thank you for helping us make it a little more successful. The Secret Listener Contest, if you don't know what this is, Monday through Friday, if you listen to the app and send me a screenshot of a show that you're listening to, not a commercial, but an actual when a show is playing, the logo of the show is always there on your phone. It'll tell you what's playing. Just send me a screenshot of that, and I'll put you in the drawing. It's Monday through Friday, and then Saturday mornings I draw a winner, and like I'm going to do right now, I already drew, but I'll announce the winner. And then we've had a lot of new people come on board. A lot of the people that have been following me for almost 2 years still are in, they're still firing those in every week too. So you can win every 30 days, and you can enter once a day, Monday through Friday. So thank you. This week's winner is Patrick Tucker. Patrick Tucker is this week's secret listener. I don't know where he's from yet because he hasn't emailed me back. Because when you email me, I don't get your info unless you win. I got your email, and that's it. So I emailed Pat this morning when I drew the name, and he's going to win. Well, should I announce what he wins? Or should I just surprise him when he calls me or emails me?
I don't know.
I'll surprise. He wins a kooky coo. No, Pat, you're going to win a knock package from Lit Knox, part of FlexFletch products. So I will once I get your information, I will send that over to Dirk Stark, and Dirk will get some packs of lighted knocks from you headed your way. So there you go. There you go, man. Congrats. So we'll start a new contest on Monday. Monday. Fishing report brought to you by the fine folks at Bojangle Baits, the Bag Caddy, and the Midwest Walleye Challenge. Blackhawk Lake, courtesy docks are in at the boat ramp. State campground boat ramps in. Water temperatures in the upper 40s. Black crappie about as fair. Anglers are picking up crappie in the fish house in Town Bay and the marina and along the Ice House Point shoreline. Gills are fair. Walleye are fair. Most are being caught on twisters and crawlers, except walleye, which are fishing along the east shore near the outlet. Jig and minnow combinations are doing good. Yellow perch are fair. Brushy Creek, courtesy docks are in on the northeast and south ramps. Black crappie bite is fair. Yellow perch is fair. Clear Lake, the lake is ice free. Water temperatures in the upper 30s. Water levels at 13.4 inches below crest. All walleye between 17 and 22 inches must be immediately released unharmed. No more walleye longer than 22 inches may be taken per day. Crappie bite is slow. The ice out channel catfish bite is on fire in Iowa right now. If you like catfish, go fishing. Walleye are slow. Yellow perch are fair. Jigs, small jigs in the brushy areas or rushes are producing good perch bite there. Big Hollow Lake, water temperatures holding to 40 degrees. Channel catfish bite is fair. Lake McBride, docks are in. Water temperatures are in the low 40s. Crappie bite is fair. Gills are fair. Walleye are slow. Big Creek, walleye are slow. Casting jigs with plastics or live minnows near the rocky shorelines and jetties in the evenings is producing a decent bite. 12-mile black crappie bite is fair. There is your fishing report brought to you by those folks. Bait Caddy, Bojangle Baits, Wave Whackers, and the Midwest Walleye Challenge. Thank you very much. Jeff, good morning, sir. Have a fantastic weekend, brother. You too, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Thank you. 7:35. I need to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to do the Smokin' Joe report. And if you want to call in, you can. 515-244-1350. If you want to call in and say hi, you want to talk about something, visit for a while, we can do that too. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Going fishing is something we look forward to all week. We all want to be better at it and use the best gear available. Gear that will help us feel the bite better and give superb casting performance. Well, when it comes to sensitivity...
Sam, that's a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey hat. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. Gorgeous hat. And I got my Gearhead Archery sweatshirt on. My hoodie that I got made. I got this made, and I got the Rupert's Roost and Peace famous green hoodie made. Because I like styling and profiling. Hank, are you still on here, or are you done? Hank, you on here? He probably went to work. Morning, Bill. Hank, did you call Rupert and ask and order something? Thank you, Scott. That is a great looking hat. I'm telling you. I will say one thing about Rupert. He's got a great logo. Look at that logo right here. Isn't that awesome? I got to give that a thumbs up.
If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic ice packs that will keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days. If you're wanting to really freeze things up.
Good morning, Larry. That's all right. You can go back and watch the replay, buddy. You missed some funny stuff. You need to go back and listen to Phillip and I that first hour. What's the secret gearhead you're working on? I can't tell you that. I'll tell you as soon as I can tell you, I promise. But I'm excited. I am. I'm excited. I'm excited, buddy. I was out there shooting at 40 yards last night, man. That arrow just flying right in.
Get to Archery Field and Sports in Altoona and see what's new in your sport. Archery Field and Sports has been helping archers and bow hunters for generations.
Thank you, Larry.
They have the experience to help you with your purchase and help you reach your goals. Archery Field and Sports.
Monday, you can start entering on the screenshot on the secret listener contest on Monday. Monday through Friday, and I draw a winner every Saturday. We got a couple different things going. We got that Bait Caddy deal going. I feel like I'm missing something. We got the Bait Caddy thing going, and then the turkey stuff. I changed the turkey stuff up, but you need to go back and listen to that. I made it as easy as you can for winning a turkey hunt this year. Turkeys ain't gonna know what hit them when that gearhead when I draw that gearhead back. They're gonna go, and I'm gonna hear the death flop. It'll be over. It's a killing machine.
Some of the best tasting sausage, snack sticks, or jerky around. High Mountain Seasonings offers simple.
I had Scott Laseth on Wednesday. If you missed Turkey Talk Wednesday, go check out. I had Scotty Laseth from Dead Meat and the Sporting Chef and the Fishmonger. We talked about cooking turkeys, wild turkeys. There's some good turkeys info on there. Go check that out on the Outdoor Call Radio Facebook page. It was a good show. Half hour with Scotty. He's a good guy. I've known Scott for a long time too.
Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to
Please drink another coffee. There's no more coffee. They don't make coffee for us here. I'm lucky I can turn the light on. Right, Andrew?
Oh, yeah. This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
You know, I had an inspiration during the break. I'm going to call my buddy Isaac at Grizzly Coolers. I got my Grizzly mug right here, my coffee mug I always use. I got some Outdoor Call Radio anniversary stuff coming. I got the water bottle. I'm gonna give a few of those away here in a couple weeks when we get into hunting season. But I think for 2025, I will have the Kooky Koo and Hootie Hoo coffee mugs, Grizzly mugs. I'm gonna go ahead and trademark that for drinkware right now. Rupert, you lost out. I will leave the turkey call category open, Todd, because you are a partner and I love you. You're one of my best friends. So you can have that category. But the drinkware one, I'm going to go ahead and trademark that as soon as the next commercial break. I'm going to go online and trademark that. And I will have the Hootie Hoo and Kooky Koo coffee mugs next year. Right, Andrew?
That's right.
You snooze, you lose.
You snooze, well.
Yeah.
Todd doesn't lose.
You know, if you're a football fan, have you been keeping up with the fantasy stuff, all the free agent signings? Aaron Jones.
Well, you know.
Aaron Jones is now a Viking. Aaron Jones is now a Viking. He left Green Bay, went to Minnesota Vikings. Josh Jacobs left the Raiders and went to the Packers, so he's now there. And they just signed A.J. whatever his name back. Yeah. Pittsburgh picked up Kenny Pickens. Or Kenny Pickens. Oh, no, they cut Kenny Penny or Kenny whatever his name is. Pennywise. They cut Kenny Pickens. Is it Pickens or Pickett?
Pickett.
They cut Kenny Pickett and brought in Russell the Rubber Arm Wilson. I don't think they let they traded Deontay Johnson. Did you see that? They got rid of him.
Yeah,
and he's a good receiver.
I'm not sure anymore. I would be a bad GM.
Kirky, I can't win a big game. Cousins. Now, Kirky Cousins for fantasy football was great.
Oh, he is a solid top 10 quarterback.
Because Justin Jefferson's been my keeper for 3 seasons now. I love JJ. JJ, in my humble opinion, is one of the best receivers in football. I love the kid. I love Jay. Ask Andrew if I love JJ.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, I love the kid. So now Cousins is down in Atlanta, and then Atlanta, they just got somebody. They got the receiver from Arizona.
Calvin Ridley.
No.
Oh, they got him.
No, they got Calvin Ridley. No. Ronald Moore.
Yeah, Rondell Moore.
Rondell Moore is who they picked up. Yeah, so they got him. So they've got Bijan Robinson. And then they've got Kyle Pickett's, and who's the receiver? I can't think of his name now.
Moore.
No, it's not.
He's a receiver.
But there's another top receiver there. See, we're not playing fantasy football right now, so I'm starting to forget all this stuff.
Sure are.
Let's see. What's Falcons depth chart? 2024. I hate Google. I don't want to. Drake London. They got Drake London on there. But Cousins, like I said, Cousins is a good football quarterback for fantasy, but he chokes in the big games all the time. Vikings. That's why the Vikings never win anything.
Yeah, you take a look at how many postseason runs he has had in the Viking uniform. It's been very, very, very little.
It's all mine, buddy. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. Billy White Shoes Johnson. There you go. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
So there's who else has went where? Trying to think.
Derrick Henry is
now a Raven.
Yeah.
The Bears got DeAndre Swift and Keenan Allen. I was really hoping Justin, what's his name? What's the Bears quarterback?
Fields.
Justin Fields will go with the Vikings. But I don't think that's going to happen. Can you imagine JJ and Justin Fields? Justin Fields has got an arm on him. JJ would be doing great.
Yeah, I feel that if you put Justin Fields with a decent line, I mean, you saw at the end of the year how well he did,
and he runs good,
and he's good. I think the Bears are going to make a colossal mistake, and then they're just going to. I mean, they have a chance to trade. You could trade the number 1 pick and get anybody you want.
You see, I think you and I should be hired for, because we're so good at fantasy football. At least I am. I think we, the NFL needs to hire us. And people are going, why are we talking about fantasy football on a hunting show? Because we do the Outdoor Call Radio Fantasy Football League every year.
Yep.
Yeah, it's what keeps me in a tree stand all day. So,
yeah,
it does.
Yeah, that's true.
It does.
It gets you rolling.
Yeah. Jones Brothers Taxidermy, Dave Jones, my buddy, 515-249-4362. We are going to be giving away a deer shoulder mount this year, and when we'll give that away in October, November. We'll give that away around Thanksgiving. But Dave told me I could give away a shoulder mount again, so there you go. Herman's Fine Jewelers. I talked to Donnie the other day. He said they've been having a great year thanks to all the customers coming in. They've got over 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock. Love is in the air. It's springtime. Everybody's feeling a little more love these days. 222-2600, 222-2600. If you've got stuff laying around you just don't wear anymore and you need a new trolling motor or you need a new turkey blind, take it over to Herman's. Chances are you're going to get more for your treasure if at Herman's than you will any other place in town. And I'm just telling you, Donnie and Frank are just super nice people. 2900 University, he said he had a customer come in the other day. That outdoor feller sent me. So thank you, whoever that was. Herman's Fine Jewelers. That's where I always go when I need to get Jenny something. So
there you go.
When I burn something on the grill or hit the garage or do something bad at the house. I got to get that garage fixed, man. I got that little dent in my garage panel where I backed the boat into it, it was my Polaris trailer.
Yeah.
When we moved in, I wasn't in the house for 30 days, and I already dented. I got to get that fixed. To me, it just gives the house more character. It gives it that lived-in look. Yeah.
Well, adds character. Yep.
Yeah.
It adds
depth. Yeah, I had a rough year that year. I backed into Jenny's car. I had to pay for her car getting fixed. But I will say this, my wife handled that very well. She did not get super mad at me. Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hate backing stuff in, man. I do. I can't. Hate it. Smoking Joe Smelter is with a customer. So if he was going to be here today in honor of St. Patrick's Day, this is how the call would have went. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. It's time to go out to Oral Labor Road and at the Rock and check in with our good friend Joe, the Shamrock Smelter. Joe, what's going on today? I'll be telling you, Daniel, it'd be a hard time at Carl Chevrolet today. We got deals going on, and we're just shamrocks are flying, and we got the Lucky Charms going for everybody that comes in. It's a beautiful day. Come out and get a St. Patrick's Day special. Hey, if you get the right vehicle, Dan, we'll even give you a free Cornish hen dinner. Just come on in. No reasonable offer will be confused or refused because we are all about the green at Carl Chevrolet. You know, Joe, that's not hard. That's not easy to do, Joe. I mean, how you got to make sure they got the right vehicle. You know, the financing rates are there. The rebates are fine. Don't be worrying about that, Dan. We got it all covered at Carl Chevrolet. I'm the leprechauns of savings out here at the Rock. I can take care of you. The old Blarney be flying and the sales be going. I tell you, it's just a beautiful day at Carl Chevrolet. Come out and I'll even say, hey, what's your name in an Irish accent, almost going into Italian. Just to love you anyway at Carl Chevrolet Bigora. All right, well, Joe, where can they find you? They can find me off O'Hare Labor Road at the Rock Den, and tell them just look for the Rainbow of Savings, and I'll make you sure it's a St. Patty's kind of special day for you at the Rock. We'll see you next time, Dan. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. There you go. Smoking Joe Smelter, everybody. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. I don't get paid enough for this show. What's up, Kev? Maybe wondering about the Andrew.
You ever thought about letting your vehicle do promotion while you're out driving around town? If you haven't, let's talk about
My little buddy, the Leprechaun.
and what they can do for you. I just got my truck wrapped up at
It's 8:49 already. This show is gone. Gone.
Exactly what my needs were, what my goals were going to be, and they went to work designing a wrap that just pops off my ZR7. Now, wherever I go, folks will be talking about the Outdoor Call Radio Network. If you need help getting your message out,
call that number and see if he answers.
What exactly your business does, I want you to pick up the phone and call.
Oh, yeah.
515-292-6466. That's 515-292-6466. Or go online to chasedetails.com and start planning.
What's everybody doing today? I need a nap.
Our dogs
I
are
understand.
part of the
I
family,
doubt if he
and
answers.
we protect them at all times. Do
He's
you
probably
live in an
working.
area that you want to keep open and not have a traditional fence to protect your pet? No worries. Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris Spoltra is the owner of the Pet Stop
Thanks,
franchise
Bruce.
in the Des Moines area and has been keeping pets safe for over 19 years. A Pet Stop system will not only keep your pet from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be set up to keep your pet out of areas in your home. The Pet Stop system is underground, keeping your property open and easy to maintain. Plus, with a friendly user app on your phone, you can customize the Pet Stop system to help your dogs enjoy their playtime and stay safe at the same time.
He's working.
For more information on how to protect your buddy and keep your home looking great, call 515-9.
Try to call Rupert.
Go online at petstop.com. Pet Stop of Des Moines.
Try to get him even more riled up.
And Raven approved.
Oh, we'll get him all riled up.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years.
They're gone.
Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family in all situations. Whether you're out elk hunting, chasing moose or whitetails, riding snowmobile trails, or ice fishing in sub-zero weather, Itasca Footwear will provide you not only
Love my Itasca boots.
Itasca
They're
has
comfortable
sizes
and warm.
styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear, so everyone
I think next week I'm going to give away a pair of Itasca socks.
trusted by millions of customers.
It's time.
Major and family-owned
Remind me of
retailers.
that, will you?
For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on ESPN 1350. Afraid to go into the dentist? Don't need to be. Go see my friend of Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi at Advanced Family Dentistry, voted best dentistry clinic for 20 years running in Ankeny. There's a reason for that. Dr. Stewart, Dr. Brandt, Dr. Williams, and all the staff there are super nice. They'll get you in, get you out. They'll take great care of you, and it's your one-stop dental shop. Cleanings, cavities, fillings, root canals, crowns, you name it. They can even make your crown while you wait if you want to. They can do all the cosmetic dentistry and even treat you for sleep apnea. And best of all, you get to see my buddy, Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi, the man that uses the Force to calm me down because I'm such a big baby. And they'll just take great care of you. 515-964-1490, 515-964-1490. Or go check them out anytime at ankenysmiles.com. And when you leave, they should say, may the floss be with you. I'm not even responding to you anymore, Obi-Wan. Done with you. So we're gonna have a new deal probably in June 1st. There's a really nice group out in the Ames area. I think it's Ames. that are doing some stuff to help raise money for kids that are targeted for trafficking, and they're trying to make a big difference. They're going to have a big 3D shoot this summer. I will tell you more about that in after turkey season, but I'm very honored to be part of helping them promote that event. It's going to be a neat event, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. What's up with you, Andrew? You got the rest of the show. I'm done.
That's a good one. Well, again, it's my weekly reminder of who has won a fantasy football title and who has not.
Who's that?
Well, I, Mr. Andrew, have taken a crown. I have won the Fantasy Football League again 2 years ago. Do you know how many Mr. Dan Young has won?
Well, how many times have I been in the playoffs?
That's not the question.
Every year.
How
many times have I been in the Super Bowl? 2.
Doesn't that make that worse?
I can't help it. For some stupid reason, I can't win. I get hosed every time. But who has the best record of the league every year? This guy. Yeah. I'm just telling you. Some people just have the worst luck at the worst time.
I tell you.
That's all right. That's all right. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Kenny, morning, Ken. There you go, Kenny. Good job.
So yeah, there you go. There's the weekly reminder.
The weekly reminder. I wish we could draft right now. The free agency stuff's got me all buzzing up. So.
I know it definitely has.
Yeah, I could definitely, and I think the regular drafts in April 20th or 26th or somewhere in there, right in the middle of turkey season. So that'd be kind of fun to see.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I know you're a big baseball fan. Oh, hey, we got the Cubs thing. May 10th. May 10th. May 10th. May 10th. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is not a distress call. This is an excitement call. May 10th, we're going to be at the Iowa Cubs game right at the main gate. Come out and see Andrew and I. I've got a $400 Grizzly cooler to give away. I've got an Outdoors Damn prize pack, and I got something else, too. What else do I got? I got, a Grizzly cooler. I got I got 3 things I'm giving away, gosh darn it, and I can't think of what the other one is. Anyway, we're gonna give that away in the 8th inning. Come out and see us. First 1,000 fans, you're gonna get a paddle safe brochure, a 500 red, 500 blue dry bags, courtesy of the Iowa DNR. Plus, there's gonna have a whole bunch of other things. There's gonna be fireworks that game. We're gonna be tired on Saturday morning. I can tell you right now, we'll be tired. Tickets are $11, $4 of each will go to the support the Iowa Hunter Education Instruction Association. It's going to be a great night at the ballpark on May 10th, 7:08. Gates open at 6. Post-game fireworks. Come out and say hi to me and Andrew. We'd love to see you.
That's right.
Yeah. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. It's an outdoor day at the iCubs. And Andrew will be doing the first pitch and the hot dog gun. I've retired from that.
And hot dog gun, that's no joke.
It's fun, yeah. I'm too busy at the booth,
I need that in my life.
I told Andrew Quillen. Andrew Quillen, you need to get the show we did with Andrew and get him a copy of that MP3.
All right.
I gotta go. The show's over. We're done. Thank you for 2 hours of outdoor fun today. Thanks for all the comments on the Imperial RV live stream. Hey Corey, good to see you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate everybody. Congratulations to all the winners. And I'll be back on Wednesday on Turkey Talk Radio on the Outdoor Call Radio app and on the Facebook page. Till next week, God bless you. Bye! See you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy St. Patty's Day. Be safe out there. Eat some corned beef for me. See you guys.